I was sitting at a table during Christmas, and the internal conversation circling within me. There is an emerging phase that, reveals itself amidst of change. A moment when the change that has been untangling inside wants to be redefined on the outside. And one random day, on a whim, you say, I want bangs.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Hold up. Not the banging. The banging. Fuck no, not the banging. The banging.
I decided I want to join the Bang Gang. There are 3 rules of joining the Bang Club. Rule number 1: you don't ask anyone, should you get bangs? This is an exercise of self-trust. The second reason: no one wants to be responsible for the aftermath of a fucked up haircut. As I said, an exercise in self-trust. Coucou, mes amis. Over Christmas, I was with friends and I had just been scrolling on Pinterest. And when you're just ready to change something, and that's what it was. I was like, I want to cut my hair. It out loud, and I remember a friend, was like, yeah, but think about this and that and da da da. And she was totally just being kind, and just making sure I wasn't being impulsive, which I am, and I was. So, anyways, after no, I think it was the day of Christmas. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to cut it. But we're on a budget. And we are starting where we are. Where we are is YouTube videos. Shout out to YouTube tutorials. And I was like, you know what? I think I can do this. And I gave myself wispy layered bangs, which I love. And I thought they fit my face perfectly. It just made me think about how when we say things out loud sometimes, or we just know, oh, I really want to just get them bangs, or I want to color my hair, or I want to change. Just if you are the woman, the girl who's just or anybody who's just I'm ready for that change. When you say it out loud, sometimes you invite just opinions. I'm really glad I didn't talk myself out of just cutting my bangs. I was like, listen, the worst that's gonna happen is you're gonna have crazy ass bangs. But been there, done that. When I was 5 years old, I remember my mom, I think actually when I told my mom I'm gonna cut my bangs, I tell my mom everything. That's my best friend. Shout out to Charlene. I was like, I'm gonna cut my bangs. She was like, you always picking up a pair of scissors. But I hadn't cut my hair in so long, and I love I'm a bob girl. I love a short haircut. I just wanted to bring in this new year some how we be sometimes needing permission, but I'm not telling you to go rob a bank. But if you have an impulsive it hit intuition, and it's for me it was, I really want to cut my bangs. I want to change something about me, and I'm glad I did, and glad I listened to it. In the spirit of fun, in the spirit of picking up the scissors, and at the end of the day, the bangs will grow back. But in the spirit of picking up the scissors, I would create a little 3 rules to join the Bang Gang. Not that bang gang, the bang gangs. Whoa, Pick up them scissors. If feeling excited as I am about to hear for you, what was it that made you cut the bangs? What was it that you were you had that impulsive hit and you were like, you know what? I'm going to change that deuce. Bisous. And I can't wait to see these in the comments. So yeah, ciao. Rule number 2: confidence comes after the cut. It's something about making decisions without approval that reorients you to your own agency in the excitement of change. And look, no regrets. Rule number 3: there will always be something that comes out just a little bit different. You make it your own, no matter where you take the inspiration or who you copy. It requires us to improvise something of our own. You can copy, but you can never guarantee you will have the same results. And that's the good thing. It means you will inevitably have to make it your own.